Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Rimworld Alpha 17 with our brand new rainforest run? Are we in a rainforest? I think we're in the rainforest. We're in some sort of foresty area. Anyway, what are we going to be doing today? Well, we did also get attacked by a wild rat at the end of the episode, so actually I want to make sure that that gets taken care of. So if you're gonna rest until healed, between episodes I've actually gone and sorted out all of the medicine stuff, and actually I'm gonna make Tony self-tend, just because everybody else is just turbo gash at it, so you'd probably be better at doing your own medicine than anybody else, and we'll get time to come and rest so that Tony can actually heal up that little infection, because I don't really want to risk an infection this early on in the game. It'll just take so much time out of our day, so let's get them started on that. So what I want to do today is finish off all of our blueprinted areas essentially, and then after that we'll work on constructing our wall. We've got our growing stuff set up, so it's about 30% the way there. Plenty of heal root, because this area does have an increased chance of malaria, and that is indeed going to be an issue. So I want to make sure that we have plenty of medicine at all times, so this should be enough for 3 people, I think. A lot of the time when I make these growing zones, we end up having so much excess, but it does, of course, have an expiration date on it, so it's not always the best thing. So, first things first, I want to make sure that we get this room done, and actually, I think I want to rethink the room itself. So we know where the door's going to be, but I feel like it's a little bit cramped, in all honesty. This area here is going to be the fridge, and that's going to be fine. We should be able to get plenty of food in there. And in fact, I do eventually want to flood it out. But I don't know. And if we do need more space, then we expand it out. So I'm actually kind of thinking maybe adding another few slots onto the side here. I've already finished this little bit of the wall, though. It'd be so much easier to do the back, maybe. I don't know. Because I want to get, essentially, I want a long table, which is 4x2. We could maybe just have the 2x2 small table. Have that in there, but I think the long table, just because I'm kind of thinking long term here, we might actually want the 4x2 just for the extra seating areas. And then we're of course going to have seats all the way around, so I've got to take that into account. As far as the stove is concerned, I want the stove there, and I want a butcher's table there, just for ease of access to the to the fridge. But I want another slot for a cooking stove as well. I don't know where that's going to be. We could maybe have them back to back. So a butcher's table there, and then the second cooking stove there when we eventually want it. It leaves quite a little bit of space. Chairs do end up blocking slots. It's actually, technically, it's not an issue in the slightest, because they can walk over objects, but I prefer to make it look realistic, so I don't want people scrambling over each other to get a slot. So actually, what I might do is extend this out a little bit. Let's extend it out that far, I think. And then we'll have wooden door. Have the wooden door there instead. So I want to delete this, deconstruct all of that, cancel that, and then we can rethink the plans in here. So, table with chairs all the way around. So for the purpose of mapping it out, those slots are taken. I always want a gap between them all because I want to make sure that everything fits. Just notice that needs cancelling. We want a kitchen stove there, and then we could have our butcher's table there, Or a kitchen stove there and a butcher's table there. And we've got plenty of move around space. Actually, if I go there, remove that, we can actually have chairs on either side. So that they can sit and work at the same time. It just leaves us with a lot more space, really, to work with. As far as the actual entrance to this area is concerned, we also need to figure that one out. I guess now that I've expanded it out, I can center it. Yeah, why not? I kind of wanted to maybe put another building on the side, and these are 8. So the plan goes out to here as far as if I was to put another house on this side. So maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just run them all down this way. So I have a straight line of houses. We'll just leave it like that. Yeah, that works for me. We are going to need to chop down all of these trees as well. They are going to end up needing to go at some point, so I might as well order them to do that right now. We need the wood as well for the beds. We don't really have a decent constructor. We do have a few people working on certain stuff. Tony crafting all the granite blocks that we're going to need to finish off this task. So that's perfectly fine. But I want to get the kitchen and stuff like that set up for when the food gets harvested. Then I have a fridge ready to go. That's the idea at the very least. And we will expand this out at some point. For now, I think this will do. Okay, so if that building's set up, what else do we need to do? Let me look through. Well, we do need to get the stoves and stuff set up as well. Furniture needs to go in there. We've got the stone cutting table so that we can produce the materials required to make all of our walls and buildings. I think inside the base will be granite, on the outside sandstone. I'm not sure if the durability of the walls is the opposite direction. I think maybe limestone is the best. I'll have to check that. I can't quite remember, to be perfectly honest. I think we decided that the kill box was going to be somewhere on this area, or at least the entrance to our base. I don't know whether I want to do a kill box. I might kind of... it is hindering ourselves in a little bit by not building a kill box. It will mean that this is a finite run and we can't really go infinite with it if I don't build a kill box. But I don't like exploiting the AI all the time. So if I could not do that for fun, then maybe I will. And maybe just have like a an entrance with loads of sandbags, turrets and stuff like that. But it's not one of those that can exploit the enemy in a way where they are forced to just run into traps until they die. Where there's no real challenge to that. And we could also, if we did that as well, we could door off the entrance as well, so wild animals wouldn't be getting into our base like they probably are going to be doing. Because I don't want to boomle up in our base, because this is a very, very flammable looking bit of area to this base. Alright, we've finished that. We do need to deconstruct the inside though, guys. If you want to do that, that'd be great. Phoebe's just working on finishing off one of the beds. So we do have a bedroom set up, so somebody can actually go and sleep in there now. Is Tony stargazing? Or, yeah, stargazing. Good. I thought we might have forced her to just sleep on the floor. That would have sucked for her. Wouldn't have bothered me so much. Still wondering, yeah, these bushes are mature and they're not actually yielding anything, so there's nothing to get from these bushes, so fair enough. Unless, of course, they can be eaten by animals, I don't really know. Short shrub does not typically talk. Alright. So now that we've got that building set up, we've got a new member, 50-year-old. A biosphere manager. With that kind of age, it's hard for me to expect that she's going to be that good. She'll probably have like feeble, bad back, cataracts, Alzheimer's, that kind of thing. When you get to that kind of age with the pawns in this game, it's pretty much a lot of health issues tend to come with them, so I'm going to ignore it. It would be nice to have a fourth, but not a fourth that's incapable of doing anything. Really could not be bothered with that kind of issue. Can one of you actually haul the survival meals, please? Because I imagine the animals are eating it right now. Did see some more, yeah. There's 4 more over here. I bet they've been chomped on. There's actually a big chunk of berries as well, here and there. Know that? All those berries. So we do have access to food even before these potatoes have finished doing their thing. Alright, with all the wood we're gathering here, we've got just over 700. It's not counting the stuff inside here. That should be more than enough to finish off this area. What's gone on here? Oh, they've deconstructed the wall, which got rid of the plans. Fair enough. Right, let's have furniture, long table. Get that in there. We want an electric cooking stove. Bad temperature. Yeah, it's 37 degrees. Jesus. Nobody's struggling with heat stroke or anything, are they? Doesn't look to be. Do we have... We've only got coolers. We don't have the tribal version. Fair enough. Right. I'm actually going to put the butcher's table facing away. So I want the cooking stove there, because most of the time they'll be using the cooking stove more than anything else, so... But we don't need 2 just yet, so I'm going to leave it as it is. In fact, might as well. We are being raided. Probably a man with a club. It's a man with a club. Hi, Connor. Psychite addiction. Oh dear. He's not bad, but he's psychically hypersensitive. That would be a second member of our colony with that horrible, horrible debuff. But the permanent mood effect as well can also send people into bad moods. Not too pleased with all of that. Where's our power gonna go? Are we gonna put it maybe around here? Wind turbines and solar panels? Possibly. Do we have steam geysers nearby? There's one there. Where are you going now, Time? Oh, it's alright. There's one there as well. One there. There's none near our base. So it looks like geothermal's going to be a very, very long way away before that's useful. We'll end up mining this out, but I do expect that we'll expand this out somewhat. Although if we fill that, that's going to be more than enough, surely. If that's going to be more than enough, I do actually want to extend this out a bit just because of the the odd size of it. I don't like odd sizes. Boop. At the very least, that's what we're going to do. So maybe we mine this out and we go wind turbines and solar panel. This here would be our power area then. We can have maybe a little room here for our batteries. That kind of thing would be not so bad at all. And the pirate's on his way. Psychic Soothe, everybody! He's gonna get a nice little buff. Right, on your way, lads. Ladettes in this case, actually. Here comes Connor. What have you got, Time? Oh, you've got the rifle. I'll stand you there. Oh no, he's going the wrong way. Melee attacking sorcerer? Oh no. Please don't. There we go. I think he's... No, he's still coming for us. Stand that. Run, dog. Run, dog. Oh my god. Leave my dog alone. I really don't want to give him medical attention. If I don't have to. A little bruise. He's only gonna get bruised, so there's really no issue there. Just stab him to death, please. He could have things crushed, That is a possibility. Alright, well, he's dead. Clothes aren't even worth taking. So let's make ourselves a corpse dumping stockpile. Like back here. Just takes corpses, because I'll need the chunks later on. And only stranger corpses. Allow rotten. Okay. Hall Connor. I'm not even going to take the clothing. It's just a... I mean, what's it worth? Market value. 1 silver, if that. So, yeah, throw that away. Get back to whatever you were doing. On your way. Okay, so those are done. Let's get the butcher's table to butcher forever. Oops. And this is going to make simple meals. And do until we have, say, 3 per person. So 9 unpause at 3. Yeah, just let people do their thing. Needs power, and also we need food. So it's not really a thing right now. Although our food is a little bit lacking. So maybe we'll actually go and harvest some of the berry bushes in the area so we can make simple meals. And if that is the case, then I need to make sure that we've got power going. So let's go with our first wind turbine. So that's going to go there. And then we want to build a copy. Oh, our wall's slightly too... I say our wall. Our wall plan is slightly too out. We need to have it go like that. Oops. Like so. This wall should not exist. There we go. And then we're going to have... Well, what we can do... Nice thing about needing to get rid of the trees is we can have a growing zone like so. And then we can have different plants in each of these. So we could make smoke leaf in this one for debuffs and stuff like that. We can get people in a good mood. Have strawberries in this one. And in this one we could have... What else do we want? Cotton could be nice. Have we got any good tailors? We got a 6 tailoring. Let's make a bit of cotton. We'll set those growing. We don't need both solar wind turbines just yet. So I'm just going to make sure that we don't set them off. But what we can do is we can put solar panels in these little gaps here as well. Because we're not really going to need the strawberries, but any little gap that we fill might as well be growing strawberries. So the idea then is to figure out where the power's going to go. I guess maybe this ends up being the power room. We could have the stockpile room being like here, perhaps. I want to make sure that the stockpile room, is it in Misk? I thought it was in Misk. I'm looking for the orbital trade. Am I going mad, or do we not have it already? I thought maybe we'd have it researched. Or am I blind? I don't think we've got it. Huh. Is it a thing we need now? I didn't think it was. Microelectronics. Ah, there's the comms console. So yeah, it is something that we need to research. Interesting. I always thought it was just available. I can see I was wrong. So we need to get the simple research bench up and running. So we can make a trade beacon. Because I want to make a stockpile zone, essentially, that takes the orbital trade, but perfectly fills it. And I can't quite remember what the size of the radius is on the beacon. So until that happens, we'll need to figure something out. what we can do in the time being, though, is we can give everybody their bedrooms, because it's about time that they had their own rooms, because we're essentially going to be running out of the new colony optimism, which is the only reason why these guys are tolerating sharing a room right now. Low expectations and stuff like that. That eventually disappears. A Wanderer joins. Veronica. This is like an all-female group here. Whoa! Okay. And we actually have 2 gay females now, so they potentially might get together. Who knows? I don't think they're guaranteed to. They might fall out immediately, but I can't remember if the gay trait means that they only interact with other gay colonists, or whether or not they just try to interact with anybody of the same sex. Not really sure. But Veronica is pretty good. The shooting's terrible. Incapable of dumb labour. Makes me angry and triggers me on so many levels. Social? Are you the best social person now? Looks like it. So I think between episodes I'll rearrange the work, because we've got wardening and stuff like that, which Veronica might as well be doing instead. That's really nice to have another 4th. Veronica is also nude, and I don't think we've got clothing to give you. Oh, you're completely nude other than an armoured vest. You come with a wooden mace, which is really good, because that is the weapon of choice for you. The club that we have, though, might be a little bit better. Let's see. Melee damage 7 over 1.8. And the club is 10 over 2.9. I think this is better DPS. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. Alright guys, well I'm going to leave off the episode right here. So if you have enjoyed the content and you'll want to see more, then be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell icon right next to the subscription button, and that'll give you notifications when I release new videos. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.